Yo, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. What is good in the hood? Let's get into the comments. Just been watching the Champions League quarterfinals. Napoli are out. Chelsea, that's pretty inevitable. They're out. Daniel He, Wagwan, bro. Saliba is back, G. We're going to win the league, mate. Get out of the club holding, mate. Literally, he was back at London Colney today. He's not in full training, but he's doing gym work. So I take it Southampton will be a bit too much to ask for. As long as he's back for Man City the Wednesday after, I can sleep better tonight. You know what I mean? Guys, first of all, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Something Daniel He has been asking me, our friend all the way from Germany, is how many points, and I kind of went through it last night, how many points do we need to win the league? Which games will we basically mess up in if we were to mess up? And even though Man City are playing like a machine, battered by Munich, Leicester, whoever stands in their way now, you got to try and be positive and hope they slip up. The only one or two games I can see them slipping up in, because I make them 3 points for most of their games, is two games. I don't know why, but home to Chelsea. Frank Lampard, I don't know. It can't get any worse at Chelsea. I'm hoping for a draw there, and I'm hoping Arsenal take a draw from the Etihad. But I'll get into that more in a little bit of depth. Let me put the stream out there. Shout out to Daniel He. Anyone else who's in the building, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Let me just real quick put this out there. So what do you make of Napoli? Napoli clearly going to win the title in the Serie A this season. But AC Milan beat them a couple of weeks ago, 4-0. And they've done 1-0 last week in the Champions League, and it was 1-1. Victor Osimhen has scored right at the end, and it didn't really mean too much. They did have a penalty in the last 10-15 minutes, which they flopped. Super Mike saved it, so there you go. So sorry, people. Let me just get this stream out there. There is a bit of transfer news to get into, a little bit of gossip, speculation, just a little bit about Declan Rice. Will we, won't we? Do we have to win the league to have a better budget in the summer? The usual kind of garbage, with all respect on that. Brighton could be a tough game for City as well. But yes, hold on, Brighton. They are away at Brighton. That fixture hasn't been confirmed yet, but yes, that is one that I would truly... Hold on, sorry, people. Let me stop replying on Twitter. Right. So, quickly, regarding Saliba, again, yes, back injuries can be tricky, and on a normal situation, you wouldn't want to risk your best players. But Arsenal, we've just been super nervous with Rob Holding in the team. He just makes the back four look more vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? He's not the calmest of defenders. He hasn't really got much going for him. He isn't really overly fast. He hasn't got good technique on the ball. He can't really pass out of defence. He isn't a rough tackler. To be honest with you, there's really nothing good about Holding. Like, come on, there's two full internationals in the Crystal Palace team in the first 11, Gui and Tyrone or Tyrese Mitchell. It doesn't take a lot to get in the England team sometimes, you know what I mean? And when you're 25, 26, 27, never been nowhere near the England team, can't hold down a place at Arsenal, the writing's on the wall. Obviously, again, he's a never El Neni Mark II. He must be just a lovely guy to have around the changing room and the camp in general. But guys, I'm going to start off with a little bit of transfer news regarding our great club, and a little bit of Premier League news. Villa want Zaha and Reece Nelson, obviously both on free transfers at the end of the season. Arsenal allegedly want to tie Reece Nelson down. Palace pretty much have no chance of keeping Zaha unless he gets all emotional and wants to stay. But Emre obviously wanted him over Pepe. Zaha to Villa, Nelson to Villa. Gravenberch, the Bayern Munich midfielder, has been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. He was spotted in a Liverpool shirt a couple of days ago. Kyle Walker-Peters is the first to say he won't be staying with Southampton if they are relegated. Aston Villa also, Unai Emery has been linked with him. Emery also wants a new contract sorted out for Ollie Watkins. Deary me, Villa. They could be quite a tricky team. Man United are making their transfer plans pretty clear. A couple of signings from Serie A, Kim, Osimhen, The right back in Germany, Frimpong, Harry Kane, and De Jong amongst the main targets for Man United. Arsenal and Chelsea, both interested in another Southampton midfielder, Romeo Lavelle. This guy come through the Man City youth team. They could probably do with him now, in all honesty. They won't play Calvin Phillips, the youth from Leeds. So, yes, Arsenal and Chelsea are looking at Romeo Lavelle. Victor Roque, his agent, has been talking to Barcelona. Barcelona do not want to lose another Brazilian star to Real Madrid. Arsenal and Chelsea are said to be monitoring the situation. AC Milan are also another club sniffing around Reece Nelson on a free transfer in the summer. They're already putting their hat into the ring if Arsenal are prepared to let Florin Balogun go. To say though, all right, guys, I think we've spoke about this. We've probably exhausted it. My feeling is now, if we are to go for a world-class midfielder in the summer, it probably won't be Declan. I think we'll go for the guy that we made the silly bids for in January. That is Moses Caicedo. Rafinha, Premier League return. Barcelona ready to cash in on the Brazilian winger. Saliba back in training, as I've already said. And Saliba should be fit for Man City away, which is pretty much going to be a title decider, guys. And wow, are we going to have another live that is very, very quiet this evening, guys? Who is with me? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Who is with me? Give me a signal, give me a sign. I'm going to get into a couple of the Premier League games that are coming up. Obviously, we know Man City are involved in Champions League action tomorrow. So when we play Southampton on Friday, guys, I give us 3 points. Man City away the following week, 1 point. It could be wishful thinking, but man, I'm still trying to hope and pray that we can win this title. Home to Chelsea, 3 points will only do. Away to Newcastle, even though Villa smashed them 3-0, and it gave me the sort of the thinking of, oh man, they're not unbeatable. Yes, they're going for top 4, but we should be good enough to smash them 3-4-5-0. In reality, I've put us down for a point. Brighton at home, a tricky game for Arsenal. They're smashing the life out of teams recently. Again, only 3 points will do. Forest away, probably going to be relegated, 3 points. And at home on the final day of the season to Wolverhampton Wanderers, I put us down for 3 points. That makes 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 in total. With the 74 we already have, as long as my maths is on point here, I make that 91 points. Man City finished on 90 points. Again, very theoretically here. So again, Man City, their first game again resuming in the league title race against Arsenal. They draw. Then they are away to Fulham. They get 3 points. Home to West Ham, 3 points. Home to Leeds United, 3 points. Away to Everton, 3 points. Home to Chelsea, a point. I don't know why. Frank Lampard's going to do something amazing. He's going to go and threaten Man City. Away to Brentford, I reckon they'll get 3 points. And away to Brighton, 3 points. If I'm right on this, Man City would finish on 90 points. Arsenal would finish on 91. Which again, without stating the obvious, would be enough to take us to our first league since God knows, Wenger times. So, guys, what is your thoughts on that? Do you believe we are still in the title race? Obviously, well, clearly we are, but I mean, it is still in our hands. 4 points clear at the top. We've played a game more, though. Yes, I get it. Southampton is next. By the time we play City, we would have played 2 more games than them, and we should be. Unless Theo Walcott comes to bite us right in the bollocks, we should be 7 points clear at the top of the table. Anyways, what is your thoughts, people? Who is with me? I can't believe I'm telling you, man. Why is it getting so dead? No one from the group is coming up. I know it's Ramadan and everything. It's getting spookily quiet. Where is UE? He's disappeared. Where is all of the real ones tonight? Just looking back, Rafael Leao, man. I've been complaining about him most of the season. What a run that was to set up Giroud for the goal. See, if he could do this, if he's got this in his locker week in, week out, clearly I'd want this motherfucker at Arsenal. But I've seen him live quite a few times this season, Rafael Leao, and he has been absolutely fucking terrible. But AC Milan are through to the semis. Man City through to the semis. Clearly Real Madrid. Who else is in the competition? I can't fucking remember. The inquest starts again at Chelsea. Pretty hilarious. What else can go wrong for them? Not that I really care. Oh, mate. Why is there wrestling on BT? Let me just get the TV off. Guys, who is with me? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Have we got any petrol left in the tank? Have we got any fuel? Have we got any energy, any life to give? The last 2 games, obviously, we've got to put it behind us. It's kind of the negativity of the way, I don't know, you start off well, you get out of the traps really well, just for us to go and draw 2-2 both games. Liverpool, okay, I can accept, you know what I mean? They're a fucking good team. They're still in a shout and a chance of top 4, of a top 4 finish, and that's Champions League football. Obviously, with Tottenham slipping up, Newcastle possibly inexperienced. Obviously, they haven't been in this position for a long time. Newcastle, Liverpool would like to think they're still in the hunt. They are, I think, 9 points behind Newcastle. Newcastle, obviously, do you know what I mean? They're due to play Arsenal. Hopefully, they'll get 3 points taken away from them there. Cam, what's good, my brother? Linda, what is good? Daniel, what is good? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Not much is good. Trying to get the positives out of the weekend or out of the last Arsenal couple of games. I blame Rob Holding for everything. You might think this is a typical answer from Danny AFC TV, but literally, as I said, one of William Saliba's main qualities at the club since he walked into the team on the very first day of the season away at Palace when we won 3-0, me and Liakos was in attendance, is his super calmness, whether it's on the ball, whether it's an attacker running towards him in a one-on-one situation. I'm not saying he hasn't been faultless the whole season or hasn't made a mistake, but like the super Arsenal fans, you're absolutely ridiculous. I've seen people on Twitter giving it, Saliba's kind of lost his form and lost his calmness and his touch after the World Cup. Have you fucking seen Rob Holding the last 2 games? Do you know what I mean? We're letting 2-0 lead slip for fucking fun. Just for the fuck of it. So, yeah, absolutely not good enough. Rob Holding gives away penalties. He's positionally shit. He can't run. It isn't like he's got a nice, solid, beefy tackle in him. He can't pass out of defense. He's not even good in the air. Honestly, what he's doing at the club is fucking beyond me. Mohamed El Neni, again, he's another one. They must be just absolutely wonderful people to have around the dressing room, the training camp, whatever. Like, everyone needs a couple of squad players that won't moan when they're not consistently in the squad and in the starting 11 or the match day squad in general. But, mate, seriously, who gives a fuck? This Rob Holding, he's been a liability for both games. He's been shocking for me. Every time Liverpool or West Ham have come at us, I'm panicking more. The whole defence is on edge. Ramsdale's on edge. He's panicking. He's flapping around everywhere. Saliba does bring that super calmness to the club and to the back 4 in general. He makes everything more just calm. So, yeah, for me, there's still a chance, providing Saliba is back. I would like to think at home to Southampton on Friday night, we don't need Saliba that bad. Don't risk him. We know he's back at training, not as in full training. He's in the gym. Do you know what I mean? Back issues, obviously, as we all know, do you know what I mean? Bit of whiplash and all that. Back issues are hard to kind of locate and, determine how long and how bad the injury is. But word on road is he should and could be back for the Man City game. If William Saliba is available versus Man City, I then change my prediction from we get smashed 3 or 4-0 to we can actually go to the Etihad Stadium and perhaps nick a draw. William Saliba, for me, makes that much of a difference to the Arsenal team and the defence in general. Guys, what's your thoughts on that? Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Friday night, of course, we are live. It is Arsenal versus Southampton. Could anything possibly go wrong versus Southampton? Could Theo Walcott, the ex-Arsenal striker, winger, come back to haunt us? Surely not. Ty, what is good, my brother? Please give the likes on the video, guys. Bless peoples. Shouts out to all the real ones in the chat. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we happen to be new. The general talk of today is, I'm looking at the remaining fixtures. After a struggle in my mind and with my thoughts all night, I've come to the conclusion. Southampton, yes, 3 points. Man City away next Wednesday, a point. Chelsea at home, we beat them, 3 points. Newcastle away, another 0-0 like at the Emirates, I reckon. Brighton follows that, 3 points. Forest, 3 points. We finish at home to Wolverhampton, I reckon 3 points. Man City, after they deal with the Champions League tomorrow night, they return to Premier League action against, obviously, us, Arsenal. They get a draw, a point, as long as Saliba plays again. Rob Holding plays, I honestly reckon we're getting beat 3-4-0 at Man City. That's how important William Saliba is to this team. Then Man City go away to Fulham. They get 3 points. Home to West Ham, 3 points. Home to Leeds, 3 points. Away to Everton, 3 points. Then they're at home to Chelsea. With God's prayers, I say they draw that game. They get 3 points away at Brighton and 3 points away at Brentford. That would make Man City finish on 90 points, considering they're 4 points behind us at this moment, and we would finish on 91 points. Guys, what do you think? Can we go the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the last 7 games unbeaten? I have allowed us 2 draws. That is away at Man City and away at Newcastle. I've also allowed Man City 2 draws. That is obviously against us again and at home to Chelsea. What is your thoughts on that? Can we still nick this title? Any thoughts on the Champions League action tonight? Victor Osimhen scores oh so very late for Napoli. That it by AC Milan conquer and go through to the semi-finals. Man City through to the they're 3-0 up against Bayern. They're through to the semi-finals. AC Milan, Man City through to the semis. Who else is there now? I can't remember. Let's just hope Man City have an absolutely energy-absorbing double header against Real Madrid. Whether they win, lose, or draw, who gives a shit? As long as, you know what I mean, a nice injury along the way, anything to basically boost us along the way in this title race. All's good over here. Hope you're well. Had a strange few weeks, but I think I'll be okay now. Excellent news. Excellent news. So, what's your thoughts, real ones? Southampton Friday, of course, I'll be live in the building. 3 points, or nothing less than 3 points would do. Southampton are absolutely rock bottom and are literally offering nothing. Talking of Southampton, there is a couple of players I'd pretty happily steal from that club. Romeo Lavelle, central midfielder, 19 years old. In a pretty bad season for their bottom. In a terrible season for Southampton, he has looked like the only one knight in shining armour. I suppose along with maybe Walker Peters, and I suppose the midfielder who has still been assisting and getting goals is Ward-Prowse. We do need a right back. A bit of competition for Tommy Yasu or Ben White. Or a right-footed centre-back. Something needs to be sorted out there so we don't see Rob Holding it ever again in this team. Again, he ruined top 4 for us last season away at White Hart Lane, getting done by Son, still spinning, and then obviously getting sent off. And again, towards the end of the season, the business end of the season, I think Rob Holding's to blame for the last 2 games. You really can't be 2-0 up away at West Ham, away at Liverpool, and then just drawing 2-2. Collapsing in the second half of both games. Pretty pathetic. If you want the truth, we could have lost both of the games so easily. How could we have so easily have lost both of them fixtures after being 2-0 up? I hope so, bro. The next couple of games will be very, very conclusive on what goes on. Man, Southampton has to take a beating. I want to see a 4-0, possibly 5-0 before we face City. Most definitely get the confidence back up. You need Jesus to be on fire. Saka needs to find his scoring boots. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard. Just, a bigger win as possible. As I say, I don't think this goes down to goal difference. Do you know what I mean? We're either going to sink or swim now. If we sink, bang, that means a massive defeat at Man City, and they'll take over from there for the last 4, 5, 6 games of the season. If we can win or get a draw at the Etihad, I'd say that would be a massive boost to say to the rest of the Premier League, listen, we're not going to be beaten by no one now. We're going to go on an unbeaten run to the end of the league, and hopefully, surely, that will take us to the league title. 91 points is a lot of points at the end of the day, right? That's got to be enough. That has got to be enough for me, people. Right, let's get on my phone. Where is my phone? Let's go on the group, man. I can't believe how the whole of the everyone in the world. What was this? How come everyone in the world from the groups are not in the building? Where is everyone, guys? Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. What is your thoughts? What is your theories? Are we still locked in a title race? Are we going to bottle it just like last season? Well, not the bottle title race, but bottling the top 4 the end of the season. Is Arteta, Brendan Rodgers in disguise? Literally. Are we bottle job AFC? Or can we now learn from our mistakes of the last 2 games and run with this to the end of the season? Again, Liverpool, they can turn up at times. Look at them away at Leeds yesterday. Was it 6-1? They beat Man United 7-0. But then they go and play Man City and they collapse and lose 4-1. So, yeah, I don't know. Man City are looking pretty invincible. What I hope is now is they play Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League and get a right body blow of a fucking defeat. And maybe that could be what spurs us on to win the league. Obviously, again, the flip side of that is obviously if they were to get beat by Real Madrid, it will certainly put them in an extra determined mood to finish off the league title race in style. Haaland, he isn't going to stop scoring. There's no point thinking anything about that, unless obviously he does get a bad or any kind of injury between now and the end of the season. But yeah, all I can clutch onto and hope is, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and obviously the league title running proves to be a lot of games for Man City. We know they've got a big enough squad to cope with all of this, but again, they're experienced. They know how to win the league. They've got Guardiola, the king of winning everything. The signs don't look great for Arsenal. Are we just inexperienced here? Have we got too many young players? Has the Martinellis, the Sakas, do you know what I mean? Is it all proving too much for them? Is our skipper basically a little bit inexperienced himself? Where has he come from? He's come from the Real Madrid reserves, a couple of loan seasons in Holland, one at Arsenal again. Has it all got too much for Odegaard? Or was it just a little blip, them 2 games? And are we about to fire back against Southampton, like Daniel He says? What, are we about to fire back and start getting right back into this? Again, it is mathematically in our hands. We're 4 points clear. They have got a game in hand. With the game in hand, obviously, that still puts us a point clear. If we were to draw at the Etihad Stadium, that still leaves us a point clear. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather be a point ahead of them than a point behind them. Do you know what I mean? So, without being super positive, I'm trying to see where, you know what I mean? Without obviously getting a total negative and start spitting my dummies out the pram. It's about, trying to regather what we've got, basically, guys. Now, guys, who is with me? It is spookily quiet. Where the fuck is everyone? Where the fuck is everybody? Seriously. Try not to smoke as much as I can, man. That is the biggest reason all I can tell about this YouTube thing and having ads on my videos. Advertisers don't like this. They decide if your image is right for their brand. They decide this. Do you know what? Fuck you then. Where is all the boys from the group? They have literally just retired on me, man. Bang out of order. Where are they all? The whole of the group has just retired, man. Serious shit. Oh, what's happening in the old manor as well? Shouts out to J Ben. Telling me about all getting headlocked by police. That's so funny. That's so funny. Shouts out to J Ben. And then another guy from my old building, literally a day later, gets terrorized out of the block by feds as well, man. Feds are on this thing, you know what I mean? Summer is coming. But guys, forget that. What is your thoughts? Is it almost time to just disappear from this live? Do I give up? Do I quit while I'm behind this evening? Who is with me? Where is the Hanyumis, the Liekas, the Hazards, the UEs? Where is everyone? Where is all of the following, man? Shout out to everyone that is with me, though. Please hit the likes on the video. Shout out to Ty, to Linda, to Daniel He, Cam, if you're still in the building. Transfer news of today. Balogun, does he stay or does he go? Again, word on road is Arsenal are prepared to let him go at the right price. We're slightly been linked to Dusan Vlahovic again. Is he even good enough for Arsenal? I'd rather see Balogun in an Arsenal shirt. But anyway, these are things that are just, again, there's no point thinking about them. Are we going to finish first or second? This is what we got to get over the line first. And then, do you think Arsenal finishing first or second will impact our transfer budget in the summer? If we win the league, do we go for it knowing we're going to be a Champions League team, extra revenue, extra money, back in the Champions League for the first time in fuck knows how many years? If we finish second, of course, still back in the Champions League, but do we go in the transfer window then ever so cautious, or do we throw the kitchen sink at it, believing that we're ever so close? We finished only second and maybe a point or two behind Man City. Cash in on Balogun and get a true baller at 9 in the summer. But then that puts Eddie Nketiah. Remember, he's got it written into his contract. He has to play a certain amount of minutes. That is factual. He didn't get the number 14 shirt and a 5-year deal on 100 grand a week for nothing, basically. He's got it written into his contract that he's got to have a certain amount of minutes, whether it's from the bench or starting. Then, of course, there is everyone's great hero, Gabriel Jesus. I know we need a striker. Victor Osimhen, like the word on road is he is ready to leave Serie A as a champion when he wins the league with Napoli at the end of the season, he's ready to leave. Premier League is where he wants to play. Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all been linked. It's whether we're going to have the bottle to go big. 2 strikers ain't enough at this club. Do you know what I mean? We do need at least one more, considering the Champions League. Do we ever want runs in the League Cup and FA Cup again? We need a bigger squad. Rob Holding needs to go once and for all. On any signed the new deal. So, do you know what? Okay, cool. He's there. But what about a bunch of the other old golden oldies in the midfield? Exaka, Partey, Jorginho. What the fuck was Jorginho even signed for? Again, as I said, at the end of January, Jorginho will not get us over the line in the title race. Trossard, the little prick, will not get us over the line in the title race. And yes, it looks like I'm fucking bang on to be right again. But I'd rather be wrong. I want Arsenal to win the league, but I'm going to be right. I'm going to be right. Osman or Miami, Frankfurt would be sick. Yes. Again, this Kolo Muani, however you pronounce his name, in Germany, linked with Man United hard, as is the right back Frimpong. It looks like Man United are going in the summer, bros, and they're gonna fucking have a big say in this transfer window. Man City, it looks like they're nailed on to get Bellingham now. Liverpool have admitted and given up the ghost they can't afford him, but also been linked with Saicedo, Rice, etc. Pretty much like I said in January, Liverpool need, obviously, with anyone in the world could do with a Bellingham. But it depends. It's needs must. Liverpool need a couple of ankle biters in that midfield again, a couple of workhorses. What they've lacked, Henderson's getting older. Keita's no good at it anymore. Fabinho's lost it. Thiago was never good at, well, he's injury prone, but for me, he wasn't good enough for the Premier League anyway, or the style of Liverpool's play, whichever way you want to put it. So yes, even though Arsenal Liverpool could do with a Bellingham, it's what you need more. Would you need a Bellingham more, or a Saicedo, or a Rice more? I think Arsenal need the Saicedo or the Rice. He certainly would be, bros. He certainly would be. It's going to piss a couple of people off. Mahrez getting not ever so older. De Bruyne is 31, knocking 32. Grealish, Foden. It will be hard because remember, they've got their central striker. That is going to be Haaland. And then you've got to fill the other 3 dots and everything they've got. That would be, say, Bellingham, De Bruyne, Foden. But then there's Mahrez left out. They've got a lot coming in out of the academy still. They sold 4 just to Southampton last year from the academy. They've got an abundance in their academy. This Palmer is getting more and more minutes as the season is going on. He's obviously looking like he could be quite a special talent. The right back that kicked Walker out of the team for a little while. What's his name? Rico something. Word on road is they will go for Declan Rice in the summer and are prepared to offer West Ham Calvin Phillips. For me, that is a must for West Ham. Do you know what I mean? It gives them a replacement and money on top to go and add to their squad. I can't see us being free just to go and get Declan Rice. Moses Saicedo, Liverpool are going to fight us all the way if we was to make a bid. So yeah, Arsenal needs to push for Saicedo. Most definitely, bruv. Again, we didn't try and flirt or make silly little bids for Declan Rice in January. It was Saicedo we were allegedly after and making bids to Brighton for. So why would that change? Yes, he signed a new deal. But that's probably, as I said, from the day he signed that deal, probably going to have some kind of release clause on it so he can get the hell out of fucking Brighton come this summer. But yeah, if I had to choose between Saicedo and Rice, it would have to be Saicedo. Bellingham would be a dream signing, but again, we wouldn't go that kind of distance in terms of money. And yeah, it's just going to cost too much. The only teams that I can see financially equipped to be able to get Bellingham is Man City, Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid. If the guy doesn't care if he plays in the Premier League or not, PSG, I think, is a dickhead place to go. It's a farmers league. He's better than that league already for me. Real Madrid, they've got a lot of young midfielders. Tukameni, oh God, what's the other guy? We were linked for him in January. Can't remember. Both French though, do you know what I mean? They've got a lot of young midfielders, kids from the academy. Then they've got the old golden oldies that are pretty much undroppable at the moment. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. I think it'll be hard work for Bellingham at Real Madrid. Man City, providing he gets straight into the Pep Guardiola tactics and applies to everything he wants, I think the Premier League could be his oyster. The world would be at his feet. Never going to happen for Arsenal. Oh, I know that. Kameninga, you mean that's the one? Kameninga, Tukumeni. Like, there's so much, and that's without all the Valverdes and kids that are coming out of their academy now. Like, Real Madrid are stocked. Yes, they could do with anyone, as I say, in the world could do with a Jude Bellingham, but Real Madrid are stocked. I think they're rather an Mbappe, a Haaland. And I think that's more what they're looking at. They've already got this Endrick. Obviously, we know that he can't come in right now and being used to them. But yeah, it isn't like they're screaming out for players. They're probably going to win the Champions League, Real Madrid. But yeah, Ancelotti may still get fired as they are way behind in the title race to Barcelona, which is obviously not good enough. Aston Villa, another shock team that could be coming out as a surprise contender for top four. I don't think they'll have enough steam this season. If Emre gets the money required in the summer, I think Aston Villa could be a decent little team next season. Newcastle, word on road is they're going to be spending pretty heavily in the summer. They've had to be very wise with their signings so far since the fucking money coming from Dubai, wherever, QA, wherever the fuck it coming from. All their millions now, they've had to kind of be careful because of financial fair play. So yeah, the writing is on the wall there. But again, they believe they've done enough to basically allow themselves one good window. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously try and raise some funds by selling a couple of players. But they've been linked with everything from Maddison to Declan Rice, like us. Do you know what I mean? They look all right up front. They've got Isaac, they've got Callum Wilson, maybe a third striker. Newcastle could be a flipping good team next season. Like, obviously, we know they've been a good team this season, but you know what I mean? If they added a good left back to it at the back, because I think their defense is good. If they added like a Braveheart, get on, done it, I think they would be laughing. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you are new. What's the acre saying? The Acres is giving us a sing song on the WhatsApp group. Shouts out to all the real ones. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Where is everyone this evening? Shouts out to Daniel He. Yes, Bellingham. So where do you think he'll end up then, bros? I reckon Man City. Like, I don't know how true it was. I heard they put in a loan request for Maddison at the on transfer deadline day, and it's also been speculated that they want to sign a couple of English players. We know they've got Grealish, Foden, but he wants to add a couple of more of England's finest talents: Maddison, Bellingham, Rice. But we shall see. Anyway, people, before I get the heck out of here, what is your score predictions for Friday? Friday night games are so weird, man. It feels so wrong to me. You know what I mean? People usually drinking in the pubs and going out, getting off their nut, like, and then there's an important football game. Southampton, keep your eye on Romeo Lavea. Phil Walcott, could he come back to terrorise us? Surely not. Whether we win 1-0 or 7-0, do you know what I mean? All that matters is right now is we get the 3 points. Daniel He's going 3-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, I think Jesus, Saka, Odegaard could be amongst the scorers. Bye, Chelsea. Chelsea, goodbye. Chelsea, bye. Yep. All they've got to do now is try and have a respectable end to the season and try and get themselves into the Europa League. Top 4, I'm convinced, is beyond them. So, yeah, Europa League for Chelsea. Imagine that, and their millions mustn't fit in very well with their postcode down in the west, on the King's Road down West London. Do you know what I mean? But bye, Chelsea. Shouts out to Lee Akers. What do you think of the new camera, Lee? I'm pretty impressed with this new camera so far. Seriously, it is doing a very good job. The visuals are getting a little bit better. Shouts out to Daniel Hui, Lee Akers, all the real ones in tonight's stream. Shouts out to Linda, to Cam. Please hit the like on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Southampton this Friday. Lee Akers, what's your thoughts? What's the score going to be? Saliba going to be back for Man City, hopefully. He was spotted at the training ground today. He isn't in full training yet, but he is doing gym work. So hopefully. There is no need to risk him surely against Southampton. Yes, I'd rather fucking own any player at centre half than fucking Rob Holding. Seriously. Just put that kid in Waters. Do you know what I mean? Put him at right back. Put Ben White as centre back. Seriously, it's only Southampton. I really don't want to see Rob Holding. He fucked our chances of top 4 last season, and he's about to fuck our chances of the title this season. What more can be said about Rob Holding? He's got to fucking go. Give him away for nothing. No transfer fee. Just fucking pay someone to fucking take him away from us. He's fucking disgraceful. The whole defence, Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Ortioni, have just looked shaky since Saliba has been injured. Since me and Liekos was at Palace on the first day of the season, I said to Lee in the fucking crowd at Selhurst Park, I was like, mate, look at him. The first thing I noticed about Saliba is he's fucking super calm. It doesn't matter if Zaha or Eze's running at him at 100 miles an hour. He's super calm. He brings a calmness to the whole defence. Now that he's injured, we're seeing the best of Saliba. The guy's fucking 21 years old. He's playing like he's 31. He's so fucking calm. He brings that overall calmness to the whole defence. That is his biggest quality. And what a lot of Arsenal fans have actually missed this season. Yes, they've acknowledged that Saliba's been fucking blinding, but apart from going short of saying he's holding our defence together, he's the guy that just brings the overall calmness. He allows Zinchenko to get forward because he knows Saliba's there. He's also got pace. He's got a tackle on him. He's super calm. And very rarely does he get mugged off in a one-on-one situation. 3-1 to the Arsenal. Linda's gone 2-1. Daniel, he's gone 3-0. I'm going to say 2-0 to the Arsenal. Jesus and Saka. Saka's got to give us a performance again. A bit disappointing the other day. Not just the penalty miss. I mean, the actual overall performance from Saka. He wasn't at the races. And he had probably one of our only opportunities in the second half when he cut inside on his left foot and then hit it straight at fucking Fabianski. Not good enough, man. Which brings me to the other question of, is the team a bit young? Are we inexperienced? Have they bottled it? Or was it just 2 very tough away fixtures? One is a London derby away at West Ham, who are in a relegation battle, and one is at a very, very, very unpredictable Liverpool. They can beat Leeds 6-1, they can beat Man United 7-0, but then they can come back from 2-0 down against Arsenal and draw. But remember, it was at Anfield. That I can forgive. That there isn't phasing me as much. That 4 points that we are ahead in the title race really should be 6. We shouldn't have fucked up against West Ham. I can live with 2-2 at Anfield, guys. It was the collapse again. But honestly, without putting too much of the emphasis on William Saliba, if he was there, that collapse doesn't happen against West Ham. There's no chance. I doubt it happens at Anfield either. There's no way we're conceding a goal in the last 3-4 minutes at Anfield if William Saliba's there. And there's no way anyone of these dickheads, Ben Rama, Antonio, Paqueta, none of them can get close to messing with Arsenal defence if William Saliba's there. So guys, please get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. What is your thoughts on this? It has been a mad quiet stream, guys. Where is everyone at? Real ones, where are you, man? Shouts out to Liekos, the only representation from the group as usual. Where did UE disappear to, man? Seriously. Guys, it is almost time to go. What is your final thoughts? Hold on a second. Ugh. That's not very nice. All right, guys, who's with me? How do I round this up? What is my final thought? As I said, guys, Liekos, this is where Arsenal win and lose the league, yeah? Obviously, this is, again, theoretical. This is up. This is the way I see it. Man City finish on 90 points. Arsenal finish on 91 points. Friday, Southampton, 3 points. Next Wednesday, Man City away, 1 point. Please, God. Game after that, home to Chelsea, 3 points. Away at Newcastle, 1 point. Home to Brighton, 3 points. Away to Forest, victory, 3 points. And final day of the season, at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers, 3 points. Over to Man City's fixtures. Obviously, they've got to deal with Bayern Munich tomorrow. I'd love them to pick up an injury or two tomorrow. Like, please, God, as spiteful as it sounds, Haaland, De Bruyne, someone just... I'm not asking for a broken leg. Just be out for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, Bayern Munich, they must dispatch her first, and we know what Guardiola's like. He won't have time for no Ricos at right backs and no fucking Palmers in the midfield. He's going to put his best 11 out there. So, home to Arsenal is their next Premier League fixture. 1 point. Away at Fulham, 3 points. Home to West Ham, 3 points. Home to Leeds, 3 points. Away to Everton, 3 points. Home to Chelsea, 1 point. Don't know why I've decided that, but you got to pray and ask God for help somewhere. Away at Brentford, 3 points, and away at Brighton, 3 points. That would make Man City finish, considering they're 4 points behind us currently, on 90 points, and Arsenal finish on 91 points. That allows 2 draws for Man City, 2 draws for the mighty Arsenal Football Club. What is your thoughts, guys? Yellow Lakers. I mean, Hussein Juma, where have you been, bro? Arteta out. Yes, he is a disgrace, bros. But as I'm saying, we can still. It's still in our hands. As much as I don't believe we'll win the title, it's still in our hands, bros. Juma, Friday, 3 points, Southampton. If William Saliba's back, yeah, because he wasn't training today, he's in the gym. He ain't ready for training, but he was in the gym. If he's ready for Man City, I believe Saliba brings that calmness back to the fence. Rob Holding ruined top 4 last year. Rob Holding's trying to ruin our league chances this year. I fully believe if Saliba's back at the Etihad Stadium, we could do the unthinkable and get a draw there. So, Southampton home, 3 points. Man City away, 1 point. At home to Chelsea, 3 points. Away to Newcastle, that will be our last fuck-up of the season. We'll draw 0-0 like we did at the Emirates, 1 point. Home to Brighton, 3 points. I know it's a big ask. Away to Forest, 3 points. And at home to Wolves on the final day of the season, 3 points. That's allowing us for 2 draws and we'll finish on 91 points. Man City, they've got to play Bayern Munich tomorrow. And then hopefully 2 exhausting games against Bayern Munich, Real Madrid coming up. And also the FA Cup semi-final. They continue their league title running against Arsenal. Obviously 1 point. Away at Fulham, they'll get 3 points. Home to West Ham, 3 points. Home to Leeds, 3 points. Away at Everton, 3 points. With God and Allah's prayers guiding us, they'll draw at home to Chelsea, 2-2. Away at Brighton, they'll sneak a 1-0 win. And away at Brentford, they'll probably sneak a 1-0 win. Where goals could still be important in this title race. I don't think they'll smash Brighton away. Even though they're on a dodgy run at the moment. I don't think they'll smash Brighton away. But they'll do enough. It's Man City. They're experienced. They know how to win a league title. Pep Guardiola is the master. Arteta, the motherfucker, is the student. But anyway, if Arsenal was to draw 2 more games between now and the end of the season and win the rest of the fixtures, and Man City was to draw 2 games, one of them obviously against us, and one of them against fuck knows who, Chelsea, Brentford, or Brighton, possibly. Man City, considering they're 4 points behind us, would finish on 90 points, and Arsenal would finish on 91 points. Hussein Juma, Lakers, Daniel Heed. Is there any chance of that happening? Can Arsenal number 1 go unbeaten? Will we have enough in the tank to get a draw at the Etihad? And will we avoid defeat away at Newcastle? Guys, please get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Bye, Chelsea. We'll lose horribly at Man City. That is my feeling. And I reckon it will be 4-0. If Saliba's back, we all know I like Saliba, and I don't want to keep putting that pressure on the young 21-year-old genius from France. But honestly, Rob Holding, bro, think about it. He ruined top 4 last year. The motherfucker is still spinning. I know he might have a nice new hairline and everything, but he's still spinning from the whatever Sonny done to him at White Hart Lane, and then a red card. He ruined top 4 single-handedly, literally, with Arteta's help, of course. Roll on fucking 12 months. We're about to piss a league title down the drain after fucking leading the fucking title race for the whole fucking season. But if we can get back to normal service and stop letting 2-goal leads slip, it is technically still in our hands. As much because I don't believe we're going to win the league title. I have 0 faith in the team and 0 faith in Arteta. To be honest with you, I kind of agree. We have been pretty good this season, bruvs. Surely. Like, okay, if we go and get smashed 4-0 at Man City, it's quite clear. Arteta may as well be called Brendan Rodgers. Are you Rodgers in disguise? Are you Rodgers? Steven Gerrard slipping in the centre of the midfield. Bang! In disguise. Are you Rodgers? Are you Rodgers? Are you Brendan in disguise? That will be what I'm asking most if we collapse this title race. Because for me, only Brendan Rodgers could do this. Do you know what I mean? Last year, was we Hussein Juma? Let's go back to the start of January when I started making my predictions. When I started, Liverpool will drop out the top 4 race. Conte is going to get Tottenham firing again. I remember Hazard, Lee Akers were telling me, Lee, are you even an Arsenal fan? Hazard ridiculing me. We've now got 3 games. We've got 3 games, yeah? 3 games in hand over there. Fuck me. We have played 3 games less than them. Connie's still coming, chipping away at the points. Rob Holding sent off, spinning. And the rest is history. And to be honest with you, my disbelief is, even though we're a far better team this season, because William Saliba is now in the defence, nothing else has changed in the defence, really. Zinchenko, yeah, fine and dandy, you're all good. But Saliba has been the guy that has made this defence super calm. As I said, I only can keep criticising the January transfer window. Jacob who? Polish, who? Played in Italy, where? Never heard of him before. Jorginho, not good enough for Chelsea. Another golden oldie, another senior citizen taken from Stamford Bridge, like Louise weren't enough, like Czech weren't enough, like Willian weren't enough, like David fucking Louise weren't enough. Nope. We have to add fucking Jorginho to the bastard list. As for Trossard, well, where was he against West Ham? Why take Gabriel Jesus off the fucking pitch and replace him with Trossard? Oh, but Trossard has got fucking so many assists for us. Wasn't 3 of them against Bournemouth, like? I mean, 1 off his bum cheek, 1 off his head, handball, here, bollocks. As I said at the end of January, Trossard will not be enough to get us over the fucking line as far as the title is concerned. Jorginho, non-existent. He goes sideways. He's a fucking crab. He will not be the guy that gets the title done. So why fucking sign them? Trossard is fucking 28 going on 29. Jorginho's fucking 52 or something. What the fuck was the point of signing them? Tell me the fucking theory. Why? If they can't help us to the title this season, what the fuck are they doing next season? We needed Macedo. We needed a Mudrak. Do you know what I mean? Watch Mudrak as well. Everyone fucking screaming, Mudrak is terrible. Look at what he's doing at Chelsea. Yeah? Fucking God forbid Frank Lampard decides to fucking play him at the Emirates, because guess what the fuck will happen? Shh. He'll silence the fucking lot of you. Feeling as a motherfucker. If Mudrak starts at the Emirates, watch what the fuck is going to happen. We will lose 4-1. Shit. Wow. Hussein Juma. I love you, brother. But shit. This is exactly how I feel, to be honest with you. If Saliba's there, though, it could all be different. In Saliba, I trust. Not in Arteta, guys. In Saliba, I trust. He is the skipper. He's my captain. As much as I dislike Arteta, that's a bit harsh. He's a student, bros. And I do applaud the student. I applaud him for being top. But he is Brendan Rodgers in disguise. And Rob Holding has not only fucked us last season and made sure we didn't play Champions League football, this season, he's going to make sure we're not title winners. Simple as. If Rob Holding fucks off right now and breaks his arm and leg in both in the same fucking karate ninja movement, I sleep better tonight. I would rather that kid Walters, whoever the fuck he is, yeah, rocks up and plays anywhere. What about Jacob? Why spend this 20 million on him? Why was it necessary? Fuck, he's a left-footed player. Just play the better centre-half, my man. How hard can it be? 4 defenders. There should be your best, your second best, your third, and your fourth, in theory. Do you get what I mean? Not just, oh, shit, Gabriel's out, so we must play Jacob because he's a left-footed player. Fuck left foot, right foot. Did Man United win titles on left foot, right foot? No. Rio Ferdinand, Yap Stam, both right-footed players. Yes, this is a Pep Guardiola fucking tactic here. This is why Granit Xhaka is still Granite the Great and he's still a fucking Arsenal player. Because he possesses a left foot. Who the fuck gives a fuck? Fuck me. Do you know what I mean? In an ideal world, yes, for balance, I would like a left-footed right midfielder and a right-footed midfielder. But who gives a fuck? Great teams in the past. I think Real Madrid have got a left-footed and right-footed midfielder, centre midfielder, or left and right-footed centre-half. Probably not. Who gives a fuck? But they'll go and win a Champions League this season. We need to get in a fucking Champions League first to have a chance of fucking winning it. And mate, feeling as a motherfucker, you wait till we're in that Champions League next season. Bang! If we don't fucking spend enough money and the correct signings of that, it's not all about money, it's the correct signings, like Saliba, like a Rice, a proper winger. Take fucking Woodrak still from Chelsea. I'd risk it. Take him on loan. Rafinha, whatever the fuck it is. Give me a striker. Awesome. I don't care if it's the young Brazilian Victor Roque. Just give me some competition up front. We've had fucking Jesus injured and a fucking dickhead in Ketio all season. It's not good enough for a team who is trying to win a fucking league. But anyway, what can I do? I just have these rants about it. Seriously, Arteta, Edu, the board, they take the piss. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Jacob. Jacob who? Jacob, I've got a little Corey. Fuck the guy. £20 million waste of bollocks that was. Watch that prick go on loan next season. Do you know what I mean? Trossard. Where does he fit into anything next season? Seriously, we need better. Do you know what I mean? Well done, you get in the fucking team over Emil Smith-Rowe and fucking Vieira. They're both a bunch of cunts. And they both can fuck off for me already. Where's Emil Smith-Rowe? What was the Nelson and Vieira substitution at fucking the London Stadium the other day? Fucking shit. Fuck Nelson as well. I just wanted to say hello. Shouts out to you, Hussein Juma. It's almost time for me to go. I'm literally having my final thought and my rant all rolled into one. But shouts out to you, bro. Please make sure you get the like on the video. And much love to you, bros. I'll speak to you later or tomorrow on the group. Liakers, Juma, what is our final thoughts? Juma has nailed it right on the head. He says we've bottled it. Arteta's a clown, no student. Lee Akers, have you got any hope at all? Daniel Heed, Linda, the one that said would win it on day one as it happens. Are we still winning it for you, Linda? Tyler, I know he still says we've got this in the bag. Me, I don't know. Get William Saliba back and we shall see in it. Honestly, I pin this on William Saliba. If William Saliba comes back, we've got a lot better chance. If William Saliba's not at the Etihad Stadium, honestly, we lose 3-4-0. Simple as. But guys, and I'm not supposed to be smoking, am I? I'm not supposed to be smoking on the videos. The Akers, what is your final thoughts? Let's have another 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes on this video. I try and keep a bit of hope, bruvs, but it's fading fast. So what about my running here, the way I say it, 7 games, 5 wins, 2 draws. We finish on 91 points. We're on 74 currently. Can we go unbeaten in the next 7? Southampton at home, Man City away, Chelsea at home, Newcastle away, Brighton home, Forest away, Wolves home. In that 7 fixtures, can we go unbeaten? I've allowed for 2 draws. Man City away and Newcastle away. Look what Villa done to Newcastle. Bruvs, for me, we should be able to really go there and handle them. But this is Arsenal Football Club. For Man City, their running is obviously after they play Bayern Munich tomorrow, which again we know Guardiola who'll send out his first 11. It's away. It's a home to Arsenal. Obviously, again draw. Away to Fulham, home to West Ham, home to Leeds, away to Everton, home to Chelsea. They could slip up there. Away to Brentford, could they slip up there? And Brighton. I hope that's right near the end of the season. Literally, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Brighton away. Imagine if Brighton could win their games in hand and get themselves within spitting distance of the top 4. That could make that a potential banana skin for Man City. I could put that one down as a draw. But no, Man City, they could nick it 1-0. But Liakers, before I do disappear, what is your final thought? Can we go unbeaten between now and the end of the season? And as I said, I've allowed for 2 draws away at Newcastle, even though I really and truly think we can go to Newcastle and win. But my feeling is they're going to block us out again. Get all physical with Martinelli and Saka and hope Jesus has no joy. Pretty much similar to what they did to us at the Emirates Stadium when it was 0-0. I think it's going to be 0-0 at Newcastle as well. 2 frustrating 0-0 draws home and away this season. But Arsenal, Arteta, proved me wrong. Brighton at home, we have to win. Away at Forest, should be relegated by that time. And then at home to Wolves, who will have nothing to play for. Will probably be just like trying to get into the top half of the table. Have to have Saliba back to get something at City. That's what I've said for the whole last 54 minutes, mate. If Holding plays, we lose 3-4-0, mate. If Saliba plays, Again, the calmness comes back to the back four instantly. Zinchenko's calmer when he goes forward. Ben White doesn't have to shit himself every time the ball goes near him. Gabriel can go back to just being normal Gabriel. Saliba, remember, we were there in the first day of the season, 3-0 at Palace, bros. We were there in the crowd. And I remember saying to you, bros, he's super calm. Ben White will not be a centre-back in this club no more. I remember saying this to you on the first day of the season, bros, at Palace. Shouts out to you, Liekers, my brother from Never Mother. Absolutely love you. 55 minutes on the clock, guys. It is that time of day when Amirs will go. Shouts out to Jamar, to Liekers, my superhero. Shouts out to Linda, to Daniel He, to Cam, to all the real ones, to Tyler that have been on the video tonight. Where is everyone from the group? Fucking disgraceful performance from all of you. Of course, apart from my real one, Liekers, and Jamar. He did come in to say hello. Saliba is the man. Exactly, bros. And it's Saliba I trust, not Edu, not Arteta, not the Kronkers. If we were to win this title, it will have a lot to do with Saliba. And not just because he's world class and blah, blah, blah. Man, he's only 21. He ain't even that experienced. It's just his overall calmness. He doesn't shit himself. He doesn't panic. And that obviously transcends to the rest of the defence. He sends out this energy, this aura. And he just makes us a lot calmer team. We panicked at West Ham, bros. You can't tell me nothing different. Bro, we could have been 2-0 up and losing 3-2. In fact, for me, we were lucky to get away with a 2-2 draw in the end. They could have nicked it, bros. They really could have nicked it. Martinelli has been bullied the game a bit. He has, bros, but then again, bros, what about Saka? And bros, Martinelli wasn't the one that missed a fucking penalty. As you said on the stream the other night, which was a fucking valid point. No, why is it certain people just are exempt from criticism? And I do believe this, yeah. Obviously, again, the other night I was going overly in and hold him, and I get you, and I get the point in totally, I get the point. Like Saka was a disgrace. He just wasn't involved in the game at all. But at least if you're gonna have a fucking 2 out of 10 performance, bros, at least have the fucking dignity and the audacity to fucking just smash the ball in the net from fucking 12 yards. That for me is pretty unforgivable. But you know what? That little bottle job fucker done that for England as well. Why does he take our penalties? There you go, same as Saka. Just as I'm saying it. Why is he our fucking penalty taker anyway, the bastard? But anyway, he's our best player, but I mean, and our most valuable asset, clearly. But I mean, I don't mean to call him a bastard, but shit. If you're having such a shit game and don't fancy taking the spot kick, don't fucking hit it wide. At least smash it fucking straight at the fucking keeper or whatever, bro. If you fucking bang it so hard, the keeper don't know where you're. If you don't know where the ball's going, now there's a fucking goalkeeper. Just bang it. Why are you trying to place it into a corner? Just kick the fucking. Look how big the fucking goal is. 12 yards, man. That for me was a massive kick in the bollocks. The collapse at Anfield, I can almost accept, Lee. Look what they done to Leeds yesterday. I know Leeds are in a bit of a nightmare situation, but 6-1 away from home, bros. Do you know what I mean? We could do over 6-1 for the goal difference. We ain't going to score 6 against no one again this season, or if we have. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool again, look at Man United. The team that beat us this season. They smashed 7 past United. So, mate, the 2-2 at Anfield, I can live with. It was that collapse at fucking the London Stadium, bros. If we were we're 4 points clear, if we were 6 points clear now, I wouldn't be as panicked about this. We could almost afford a loss at the Etihad Stadium. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, as we are, only a win will do against Southampton, and then it is the big one away at Man City. If we can beat Southampton and get a draw at the Etihad, I still think it's all to play for. If we collapse and crumble at the Etihad like the last 2 games, if Rob Holding is playing, that's just going to transcend to the rest of the squad, and we're done now. It looks like we've kind of bottled it. It looks like mentally and physically the players are done and they're drained out here. But they've got another chance. They go again on Friday. A morale-boosting win is needed. 4, 5, 6, 7-0. Fuck it. And then on to the Etihad. Rest Saliba, wrap him in cotton wool. Seriously, kiss him on the head, his balls, wherever. Just make sure he is ready for Man City. And I'm so much more confident as an Arsenal fan. William Saliba does make the difference. Honestly, player of the season for me. He's been that phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? He is a walking legend. Are you Tony Adams in disguise? Are you Tony Adams in disguise? Arteta, are you Rodgers in disguise? But anyway, shout out to all the real ones. It is time for me to go. I've got to go and have a late something to eat. I'm kind of starving. Get myself ready for another fucking bollocks day tomorrow, as you do, and try and prepare myself psychologically for going back to work on Thursday. So, guys, I'm going to catch up on anything that's been football related today. Kind of caught a bit of both Champions League games, so I don't need to look at that. Go and annoy myself and try and think to myself, where does Arsenal win this league? Where can Man City drop points? Brighton, they need to rearrange that fixture somewhere right at the end of the season, like the Premier League done to us when it was Tottenham last year. They put that at a right bastard time for us. Let's hope Man City have to play Brighton right at a tricky time, right in between trying to qualify for the second leg of the Champions League or something. Just put in a fuckery Thursday game against the Brighton somewhere, then a Saturday, then Wednesday against Real Madrid and the Champions League. Then, and only then, could it get on top for Man City. But guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'm getting out of here, people. Let's see if we get some ads on tonight's video. Peace out. Much love. Please share the link. Tell your friends, tell a friend, tell the friend there, effing tell whoever. Please share the link. Please get your likes on the video and do be subscribing if you're new. Peace out. I'll be back again 10 p.m. tomorrow. And as I keep fucking threatening, I need to start getting at my A game and start downloading videos again. So guys, on that note, peace out. Shouts out to everyone who has been here with me live tonight. Hopefully 3 points against Southampton. A morale boosting 3 points, and then on to the Etihad. If Saliba plays, who knows? For me, we could still nick this title, guys. In William Saliba, I trust, guys. Mate, anything else? I just say for the rest of the season, Brendan Rodgers. Oh, sorry, Mikel Arteta. You are the new Brendan Rodgers. Are you Rodgers in disguise? Because this is similar to last season. We were going for top 4. We bottled it. Rob Holding destroyed our chances at White Hart Lane. And then it all just went fucking tits up. Rob Holding again. Away at Anfield. Penalties. Even though Salah missed. Giving away penalties. Looking calm. Stupid free kicks given away. Away at West Ham. He was up to his fucking dodgy best. Fucking around. Misplaced passes. Fucking misplaced headers. Rob Holding, mate, you're evil. You're no good for the club, mate. Get the hell out of it. If there's a God, William Saliba will be back at Man City. And who knows? That could be enough to take us to a draw, a victory. Who knows? But guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. And we will catch up again tomorrow. In Arsenal, I trust. In William Saliba, I trust. And in Mikel Arteta, the new Brendan Rodgers. Good night, people. Respect.